All right, now let's bring in Colorado Congresswoman Lauren Boebert. Congresswoman, thank you for joining us. Joe Biden now is deciding he's going to go to Maui and he's going to spend 5 hours in and out again 2 weeks after the serious devastation. Yet he seems more concerned about foreign countries than he does Americans. Now, what is it that he knows he's going to win Hawaii anyway, so he doesn't have to waste too much time or money there?
I think so. It's really unfortunate, the pattern that we have seen with Joe Biden. Anytime there is a disaster in a certain area, he goes on vacation. He spends his time elsewhere and never addresses the actual problem. This is something that we have seen for 2.5 years now, whether there are train derailments or natural disasters, a wide open southern border due to his policies, or now what we are seeing in Maui. Joe Biden instead went on vacation and spent his time elsewhere rather than addressing the problem and being with the people who are suffering in Maui. Maybe it's political. Maybe he thinks that he doesn't need to gain any electoral votes in Hawaii. But this is a severe devastation, and the people of Maui are suffering. They're being taken advantage of by their own local government, saying that they'll be offered $700 for the devastation of their properties. All of this is absurd. And certainly, Eric, you know more than anyone, we should not be tying funding or aid for Maui in with Ukraine. Ukraine has been Joe Biden's #1 source of focus his entire administration, and that funding needs to end. We do not have an audit there so far, and we certainly do not need to tie that funding with Americans in.
I saw a couple of videos of locals, Hawaiians, people who live in Mauians, whatever they live there, and they say, "Don't come. President Biden, don't come. If this is what you're going to do." 2 weeks later, and by the way, you're right. He went on 2 vacations since the devastating wildfires wiped out Maui. He went on 2. They're like, "Don't come." There's another issue, and if we can put this up, we have a full screen here. We're finding out that the Biden super PAC, which is called Future Forward. Now, the reason why I'm asking you, Congresswoman Boebert, is because you're on House Oversight. Future Forward says it received $3.4 million funding from Future Forward USA Action. Problem is, Future Forward USA Action says they gave the other super PAC $15 million. So one of them is lying and one of them is lying to the IRS, and both of them are tied directly to Joe Biden. Maybe it's something the oversight can continue to look into there as well.
Eric, the Oversight Committee has so much to look into with the Biden crime family. We have already been very aggressive and have uncovered many details revolving this Biden crime family business. It does not surprise me that we are seeing this $12 million gap in a super PAC. Why would they stop there when lying to the IRS and trying to cover up millions of dollars that are being funneled to and from the Bidens? Certainly, this is something that I expect Chairman Comer to address in the Oversight Committee. I'm very thrilled with the work that we have been doing, and I know that this is leading to impeachment one way or another. Either we are going to have articles of impeachment come up in committee and go through this process, or, Eric, I will demand an up and down vote on the House floor for impeachment of Joe Biden. We cannot stand to have a compromised president in the White House.
Yeah, and we've talked about that before. And the weight, I guess Kevin McCarthy's weight, is because he needs to get the full caucus, the Republican caucus, behind the idea of impeachment. It just blows my mind. I'm guessing it blows the mind of everyone watching right now who is a conservative, saying, you mean there are GOP congresspeople who would actually vote not to impeach Joe Biden? Why in the world would that be?
Eric, that is why I want to bring this to the floor for a straight up and down vote to put everyone on record to see where they are. There is no one in their right mind in the GOP conference that can look at everything that we have uncovered in the Oversight Committee and say that this man should remain in office and should not be impeached. We need to force the issue at hand. If there's anything I've learned in Washington, D.C., is that nothing happens without force.
Yeah, and we saw Adam Schiff and Jamie Raskin impeach President Trump. They impeached President Trump twice on nothing. There's a lot more than nothing here. Very quickly, Congresswoman, we now found over the weekend, I think Chairman Comer released these emails that show Hunter Biden said that he was unavailable to go to a meeting because he was joining a meeting to talk about President Biden's impeachment. Now think about that for a second. Hunter Biden was going to be a witness in Joe Biden's impeachment. I mean, how incestuous can these Bidens be?
Yes. Well, as far as I see, the DOJ was advised that this would be a total career suicide if they were to pull the trigger on any of these cases. And this is nothing short of corruption. For him to be involved in conversations regarding impeachment is the same as Joe Biden being involved in the phone calls that we saw with Hunter Biden and these shady foreign business deals that he only was put in position for because of his father's position in the United States government. There is nothing that this family does that does not scream of corruption. And that is why we have to have actual accountability. The DOJ, they're not afraid to charge anybody, including President Trump. And we're actually even seeing that they might be afraid to go after Hunter Biden because of repercussions. But they have to be held accountable at every chance that we can. The American people want fairness. They are tired of seeing these incestuous business deals within our foreign government. And it's time that we lay the gauntlet down and show the American people that we're actually doing something.
Well, I tell you what, folks, the way you get accountability is you have people like Congresswoman Lauren Boebert on House Oversight Committee and James Comer and the rest. And we appreciate you doing what you do. You're a bulldog, and we like that, Congresswoman. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Eric.